Alright guys, I'm going to try something a little bit different today that you don't see on my channel at all. And what I got here is the video camera that I'm using right now that I use for a lot of, actually almost all my videos, is a JVC Enverio. This is the charger for it. It's just a wall charger. This is what I use to charge the batteries for it. And this is what the plug end looks like. Now, you know I have my solar charger, and for the solar charger, the items I can charge my cell phone with a regular cord end. It's not this particular end. This is the end that I use for charging my GoPro. So you can kind of see that there. So what I'm trying to do now is I need the charger to go from a USB end to the camera's plug. So what I've bought is this little package down here, and I'll show it up a little bit closer so you guys can kind of see. I got it at Radio Shack. This actually comes with 2 of them in it. You can see all that. So here's what I got. I've got this plug end here. You can see there is the positive, that little one, and the negative here. And this is a solderable end. Also what came with it is this section here. And once I solder this connection end onto here, and the 2 pieces together, and then just screw this on, because it just threads onto it, should be good. So anyway, what I have already done, I'm not an electrician, nothing like that. I don't know a lot about electrical work. I mean, I have a pretty good idea. I wired my house, but this is a little bit different. So anyway, what I did is I originally took my meter here and I tested the ends. I tested the plug end for my camera cord while it was plugged in, and obviously anytime you mess with electricity it's dangerous, but I tested to see which one was a positive, which one was a negative with my meter. And then I took this cord, which I just bought that was cheap. I think it cost me $5, and I cut the cord end off of another. It was the other USB end, which I have no use for really. So once I cut that off, I had this outer coating and then 4 wires. Now there's a white, black, red, and green. The black and the red color in this particular pack, which I'm guessing they're all the same. This would be the first one I've ever opened up of this type. But usually you have black and red to work with, and the red is the positive and the black is the negative, just like a car battery. So if you can see that, you can see the red, the black, the green, and the white, and then the outer coating there. Well, I tested these wires, and the red positive and the black's a negative, just like you normally would have. So those are the only 2 wires I'm going to use out of this whole bunch. I'm going to go ahead and clip the other ones back, and going to seal them off with a liquid electric tape, and get to soldering this piece together. So there's another hole in the back side here that you can barely see there, and then it has that little trough. I'm going to cut the wire right there at the end of the trough. These are not the correct wire strippers for this job, but it's what I have, so they'll work. Just got to be really careful. They do make specific wire strippers for this size wire. So all I'm going to do is feed this wire through that hole. I'm going to twist this up just a little bit so the strands are milled together to make it easier to put through that hole. Okay. Just like that. Then I can just easy enough take this pair of pliers and bend over these other tabs just to kind of hold those wires in that track there. And we're going to go ahead and solder this wire to the back side of this, the same way we did the other one. You see the wire in the center there? We just need to make sure that that solder is not going to touch this outer casing. There needs to be a gap in between there, which it looks really close right now. I'm going to pull it apart just a little bit like that to line it back up because I must have bent it earlier. Now you can see that gap in there. And after I get done soldering this back side, I'm going to go ahead and put liquid electric tape on all this here, and I'll show you what that looks like when I get to that point. Here's what the liquid electric tape can looks like. Nothing fancy. I think you can actually get this at Walmart. This one is black. They do have different colors. The lids, once you start using them, will get hard to get on and off at times. But it just has a just a little brush on it, and you can see this is definitely liquidy. It's flowing off the brush right now. So usually you gotta wipe it off the can a little bit before you start applying it, and it can get a little messy, so gotta be careful with it. I'm not gonna get too fancy with it. I don't need a whole lot, really. I don't want to put any up there on the threads. I'm just gonna let that dry, just like that. And then after it's done drying, I'll go ahead and screw the threaded portion back up here. That's at the base of this now. I'll just pull this up and screw that on. So I wish you guys could see this plugged into the camera, but here's the cord I made, And here's the end of it. I was just charging this battery that's on here right now. It's about to die because it was really dead when I was out hiking here last. I charged it for just a little bit. But yeah, USB in now. Awesome! Now I can charge my camera when I'm out in the field. Oh, just in case you guys wanted to see what the cable looked like for this project. It's for charging cable for a PS3. I was just getting ready to open this one up because I'm going to make another one for a buddy of mine. And this is a 6-foot cable, so you can make it as long as you want. I pretty much just made it half the length it was, you know, just 3 feet long. Because you definitely don't want all that extra cordage if you're going to use it for out backpacking. And probably don't even need it 3 feet long, but I just kind of left it the same length that all my other USB type cords are. And you guys are actually being charged right now as we talk with the cord that I just made. So cool. Hope you guys enjoyed.